Story time! I have finally been diagnosed with a condition called endometriosis. Now, what is endometriosis? It's a condition where the tissue lining inside of the uterus is found outside of the uterus, and so it can be found anywhere. On ovaries, on the fallopian tube. It's been found on different organs. The highest it's been found on is the lung, as far as I'm aware. Due to the misplaced tissue, it can cause the menstruation cycle, or the time of the month, since I can't say it, to be absolute agony, which I didn't realise, and this is my story. So, what are the symptoms? The symptoms are quite similar to being on your period, but tenfold. You can have severe cramping, chronic pelvic pain, which actually feels like someone is stabbing you constantly in the gut and then letting you breathe for a little bit and then continuously stabbing you. IBS symptoms, which is irritable bowel syndrome, which is normally either constipation or diarrhea. Painful sex, which I know about, unfortunately. Nausea and vomiting, quite a heavy flow. Yeah, sorry. I must warn you, this is going to be quite a lot of detail, so if you feel sick hearing about periods or anything like that, I would say turn away now. But if you can deal with it, then you're welcome to stay. Backache is quite common. I don't have that, but yeah, backache's common. And bloatation. It's actually called endobelly. Yeah, that's not good either. Due to these symptoms, endometriosis can be misdiagnosed, and unfortunately I've had this experience for about 5 years now. I remember when I first had the pain, I was quite young. I was walking around my school building and I just collapsed because I was in so much pain. It actually felt like someone was stabbing me and sitting at the same time on my stomach, and I couldn't move. I didn't actually realise that it flowed with, time of the month. So due to these symptoms, I decided to go to the doctor, and this is where my misdiagnosis list goes. It flows. I've been told that it's normal for the time of the month and that I should just, deal with it and level up, take paracetamol and hopefully help the pain. That it was just stress due to being at school or my family at the time. Gastroparesis, which is a condition where I think it's acid stays in your stomach instead of moving on and doing what it's supposed to do. So, that causes a lot of bloatation. Endobelly. For 2 years, I believe that I had IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And so I was given these tablets that I had to take twice a day. And, also, I was told that I was given these tablets to help stomach spasms from episodes happening. So by this time, I've been on quite a lot of pills. I've been given prescriptions here, there and everywhere, and not actually dealing with this pain, or they thought it was dealing with it. This one's also very annoying. I've been told that it was just in my head, that I was a hypochondriac, and they had phantom pains. When I've had a pain before, I expect the pain to happen again, and I'm never content. Anyway, one week I was really bad. I couldn't move out of bed. I had a mess. I had a heavy flow. It was horrible. And I just went, enough is enough. I'm going to go back to my doctor, sit him down and tell him, I've had this for 4 years now. I need help. I don't know what's wrong. Sorry, I'm going to get so passionate about this, and I apologise. Luckily, some kind of light was on me that day and decided, you've had enough of this. I'm going to treat you well, so thank you. And this lovely doctor, he looked at my history and he looked at all my symptoms, and he asked me about my family. So I went through the list of things that are wrong with my family, like, diabetes, arthritis, stuff like that. And I mentioned that my mum had a condition called endo something, because we've talked about it before. And then he was like, right, perfect, I'm onto something. So then I was transferred over to a different doctor who did an ultrasound. So this is how it's diagnosed. The main way this is diagnosed is through surgery called laparoscopy. I hope I'm saying that right. This is where the doctors put a camera in your stomach to see if you have endometriosis, which shows up. They also fill your stomach up with gas to make the camera go, smoothly. And if endometriosis is found, then it's burnt off. And then, you stitch back up and you recover and you should be fine. Before this procedure, you can go through many options. I've exhausted all of these options. When I was younger, I was given the pill to help regulate my periods because of the pain, the flow, and feeling sick all the time. So much so that I couldn't really eat without feeling like I was going to throw up because I felt full. Not fun. Sorry, my back hurts. Only because I'm sitting like this though. Not backache. So you can be given the pill. I have the rod. So I no longer have my periods, which is actually really annoying. I'll come to that. So you can have a blood test or you can have a smear test to check for infections, just in case that's what's causing all the pain, and then they can narrow it, tick it off the list. Yeah, I've been told that you can have an MRI, but I'm not sure if that's true. I haven't been given one, so unless that's my last option. And then ultrasounds. So I had an ultrasound and they found this alien fluid somewhere where it wasn't supposed to be. So it could be the tissue, or apparently I could have a tear in my uterus, which makes the fluid flow somewhere else. So it could be attaching to all kinds of different organs. We don't really know what's going on still. Yeah, so after I had the ultrasound, I was moved over to the gynecologist and she gave me 3 options. 1, sit back with a diary and note down when you're in pain, when it is it because of your period? But now, because of the rod, I don't have a period, so it's quite hard to measure now when I'm feeling this pain and when it's happening. 2, which is I didn't know about this when I was given the ultrasounds and to be told what we're testing for. I did a bit of research and I didn't know this was part of the options, but hormone injections. What the injections do, they trick your body into thinking you're going into an early menopause to help the pain, to help the flow, I think for some people it stops it altogether, but because of the rod, I don't have them. Or the last option is the surgery. I've gone through the hormone injection phase, and I had one injection every 3 months. And then I was given these pills that I have to take to help the symptoms because you're going through early menopause, the symptoms to that is hot flushes, night sweats, your mood's up and down all the time. It's horrible. Loss of libido, which due to having painful sex, you don't really have a sex drive in the end. Headaches, joint pain, and other bits and bobs. And these tablets are supposed to help those symptoms go through. But right now I'm struggling because due to circumstances in my life, I had to move my appointment back. My last injection was in March, and my next appointment to the gynecologist is at the end of May. So I've run out of tablets. I've had the injection, last one, and now my body just doesn't know what it wants to do. I found that the pain's been coming back. Obviously I'm not having any periods, but I'm just having the pain. I'm having the cramps, I'm feeling sick again. Luckily I can still eat, so that's a good sign. But there are mornings or even evenings when I just can't even get out of bed because I'm doubled over and I'm sore. Right now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because I have to wait until my appointment to see whether I need surgery or not. Due to being misdiagnosed for almost 5 years, I'm torn in my mind, and it's going to sound so silly, but I'm torn on whether I'm even ill or if it is still the phantom pains coming back. But I know it's not because it's finally on paper. I have it on my ultrasound results that there is actually something wrong. But still I doubt. And I don't want to go through the surgery and find out there's nothing there. And I've just wasted resources, I've wasted money. But yeah. What I'm playing with right now, which you can probably hear, is this guy. This guy has helped me a lot through the last month. He's a heat pack. So you put this in the microwave and it's flax seeds and it smells like lavender. And you can just put it on your stomach and help calm your cramping, calm the endo belly down, and make you feel a little bit more human. There are other ways to help, and I'll probably make a video about that soon, so don't worry. Endometriosis, as far as I'm aware, isn't life-threatening, but it can cause you to be infertile, and that's how most people find out that they have endo, is, you know, because of the pain and realising you're struggling to have a baby if you're trying out for one. There's no lightheartedness in that, is there? Gosh. If you've watched my video and thought to yourself, hey, what, you know, wait a second, this makes sense now, I'm in pain during my flow, I can't actually control it, I can't deal with this pain, then I would advise you to get checked and possibly talk about endometriosis with your doctor, and they could, you know, go through everything that I've gone through, but hopefully skip loads of stages where you're not misdiagnosed with random crap and given loads of pills. There are sites that you can go to. Endometriosis, sorry, it's hard to say the word still. Endometriosis.uk, they're a donation company, they help, they fundraise. I'm a member myself. You know, you can go on fun runs, you can find out information that way if I've been a bit, you know, jotty. There's a film that's coming out called Endo What? I saw the trailer, and I'll link the trailer in this description below, along with other links to help you. And yeah, the video looks quite interesting, so when that comes out I'll be interested to watch that. I don't really know how to end this because my journey is still going. That's why it's called TheEndoChronicles, you know. I'm hoping that my channel will help raise awareness to this and help loads of people realise that something's wrong. You know, this isn't normal. If you're doubling over on your period, then that's not normal at all. When I was younger, I couldn't even realise why people were in pain in their period, but now karma got me and I experienced a lot of it. I don't really know how to end this. All I can really say is onwards till May, because that's when I find out my future. I hope this video has been interesting and has made you think. I might want to get myself checked out. I might, if you know someone who's been experiencing so much pain, then you might, you know, want to get them checked out. Just go with them to the doctors. If this has been helpful, then that's great and I've accomplished something today. If I've been quite patchy or too fast, so please let me know because it'll help me in my future videos. I'm sorry if I'm not making a lot of sense. I'm still getting my head around this. I'm still trying to figure out why I'm on these injections and still feeling pain. And it's quite difficult to talk about, actually. I didn't realise how difficult this was, or this would be. So, yeah. Right. I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to stop talking. So, bye.